Aha! You returned and fallen into my trap. Now your souls are trapped within my editing software. Now that you guys are my prisoners until the end of days, why not go over some VFX? Good! You guys are going to make great captives. We start off with an effect I didn't technically need to do. Here we have Ranma falling into the geyser, but we see here that he is a she. Now while this isn't necessarily wrong, I feel as though Ranma would have changed back into a guy by now. So I went to After Effects, duplicated the layer, isolated Ranma's hair, and used the change color effect to change the hair from red to black. Easy enough. Okay, this wasn't a VFX, but I absolutely needed to give my good friend Vesterhound a shout out. She is a fantastic artist who drew these custom lip flaps for Bishamoten. Normally I can grab lip flaps from any other character from just about any scene. Hell, I've done it more times than I can count in this movie. But Bishamoten's beard just made it too difficult. Kiss you and your majestic facial hair. Next up, I'll be honest, I live for effects like this. The more outlandish and crazy, the more I get to play. This is my kingdom. Here we have Rue and Jasmine going Super Saiyan. Now, in order to create the aura, I layered fractal noise over the video and then applied a vector blur. I changed the blending mode to screen and then tinted the colors accordingly. Yellow for Rue and blue for Jasmine. In order to animate it, I just keyframed the evolution. Now this effect here was kind of difficult for me because I'm not an artist. I needed Ranma to be confronting EB10, but the problem here is, in this shot, EB10's facing the wrong way. So I created several solids and masked them to the shape of his shirt and hat. To top things off, I applied a stroke just so it doesn't look like it's just a glob of color. I got to Hokudan, Shishi Hokudan. I have literally been waiting years to record this freaking line, so I was giddy as a schoolgirl editing this. Now, this was originally an attack by Kieran, so the blast was yellow. All I needed to do was color correct the blast to make it be glowing red instead of yellow. This effect was actually really easy and I shouldn't be wasting your time with this, but screw it, I got to use the Shishi Hokudan, I'm happy. Now we're near the end of things, and because it's a Ranma movie, everyone's friends by the end of it naturally. But in our version, we wanted Akane to be pissed. So, I created a solid to create the shape of her angry eyebrows. Now, last but not least, we have what was probably the most complicated effect for this part. Hapusai flying off into the sunset. Now you can tell that this background is from the beginning of part 3, but this animation of Hapusai is from part 1. Now, masking Hapusai out was easy. What was challenging was dealing with the fact that he had his good old panty bag with him. I needed to get that thing out of there because he doesn't have it in the previous shot. Now, once I had the mask of him as a whole, I then refined it so that it would fit his body dimensions if he didn't have the bag. Once I'm happy with my mask, I then apply the change color effect to change the color of the bag to more closely resemble his clothing. And that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching these behind the scenes to see just how I worked on the VFX for the movie. We're happy to have Ranma 1/2 back, and trust us, we've got more coming. If you want to see more behind the scenes, let me know. I'm sure I can find the time to work on one of these every now and then. Now, if you excuse me, it's back to the grind. Stay tuned because fun things are coming. I'm Red 13. It's been a pleasure. Later.
Abridged.
Thanks.
Who dare step on the face of Abby-10?
Excuse me? Onwards to glory!
Is that it? Are we done here? Almost.
A great hero villain.
Anti-hero.
I don't think in that.
You make a good dick.